Namaste student, myself Dr. Suraj Agar, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Today I will discuss about experiment number 10, plan and assess preventive strategy, IPM module and decision making and crop monitoring attacked by insect, pest and diseases. Then first is plan and assessment of preventive strategy. Then first is grow a healthy crop. Select a variety resistant tolerant to major pest. Treat the seeds seedling planting material with recommended pesticide, especially biopesticide. Select healthy seeds seedling planting material. Follow proper spacing. Soil health improvements कैसे करेंगे? Mulching and green manuring wherever applicable. And nutrient management, especially organic manures and biofertilizers, based on the soil test results. If the dosage of nitrogenous fertilizers is too high, the crop become too succulent and therefore susceptible in insects and diseases. If the dosage is too low, the crops growth in the retarded. So the farmers should apply an acute amount of the best result. The phosphatic fertilizers should not be applied each and every season, as the residual phosphate for the previous season will be available for the current season also. Then proper irrigation. Then observe orchard regularly. Climatic factors, soil and biotic factors. Farmers should monitor the field situation on the orchard at least once a week. Soil, water, plants, pest, natural enemies, weather factors. Then make decision based on the field situation and PD, pest and defender ratio. Defender is a natural enemies. The direction direct action when needed. They remove infested plants. Then plant they understand of conserve defenders and no defenders and natural enemies to understand that the role through regular observation of the agro ecosystem. Avoid the use of chemical pesticides, especially with the broad spectrum activity. Then pest defender ratio, PD ratio. PD ratio is the most three category: parasitoid, predator and pathogens. Then decision making. Decision making, farmer become expert in crop management. Farmers have make timely decision about the management of their crops. AISA farmers have learned to make these decisions based on observation and analysis, wise abiotic and biotic factors of the crop ecosystem. The past experience of the farmers should also be considered for decision making. However, as a field condition continue to change and new technologies become available, farmers need to continue improving their skill and knowledge. The farmers are capable for improving farming practices of experimentation, and farmers can be share their knowledge with the other farmers. Then AISA methodology. Uh, Go to the orchard in group, about 5 farmers per group. Walk across the orchard and choose 10 trees per acre randomly. Observe the plant height, number of branches, crop stage, deficiency symptoms. Then collect 5 to 6 samples per tree: fruits, leaves, flowers, inflorescence, stem, bark, root, soil and insects. One sample from top, 4 sample from all the 4 sides: north, east, south and west, and one from bottom soil. Then observe currently is of the sample and recorded your observation. Pest, observe and count pest, defender, natural enemies. Observe and count parasitoid and predator disease. Observe and identify any visible disease symptoms and severity. Weeds, observe weeds in the field and their intensity. Water, observe the water situation of the field. Weather, observe the weather condition. Then while walking in the orchard, manually collect insect in the plastic bag. Use a soup net to collect additional insects. Collect plant parts with disease symptoms. Find a shady place to sit a group in a small circle for dwarfing and discuss. If need, kill the insects with some chloroform on a piece of cotton. Each group will first identify the pest, defender, and disease collected. Each group will be then analyze uh, the orchard situation in the detail and present the observation and analyze in a dwarf. Each group will be discuss the situation and make a orchard management recommended. The small groups then join each other, and the member of each group will be not represent and analyze in front of the all participant. And then make sure the required activity based on the decision will be carried out. Keep the dwarfing of comparing purpose in the following weeks. Then data recording. Data recording is a plant growth, weekly height of plants, number of leaf, crop situation, uh, plant health, pest disease, be it natural enemy, soil condition, irrigation, weather conditions. The input output, seeds, fertilizer, pesticides, and labors. Harvest yield, kg per acre, and price, rs per kg. Then some question that can be used during the discussion. Summarization, the pest and the present situation of the orchard. What crop management aspect is most important at this moment? In there a big change in orchard situation uh, compared to last visit? What kind of the change? Is there any serious pest or disease outbreak? What the situation of the beneficial insect? Is there balance in the orchard between pest and the defenders? Where you able to identify all pest and diseases? Do you think the orchard is healthy? And summarization of the action to be taken. And this is some question then important on the pest management. The advantage of AIS over ETL. One of the problem of the ETL, it is data based on the parameters that are changing all the times, and that are obtained not now. The damage or losses caused by certain density of the insect cannot be predicted at all. In ETL, the due recognition of the role of natural enemy, the decreasing pest population is ignored. Farmers cannot be based on the decision on the just a simple count of the pest. Then farmers can learn from AISA. Then identification of pest and their nature of damage, identification of natural enemies, management of pest, water and nutrient management, influence or weather factor on the pest build up, role of natural enemies in pest management. Then sampling in fruits crop. Sampling in orchard, select 5 trees such that 4 are from 4 corners and 1 from the center of the orchard, and 2 row of tree alongside of boundaries of orchard in the direction should not be selected for observation. That is like selection for the pest observing during each weekly visit should be random. In each of the selected trees, the observations are to be made from 4 directions: east, south, west, and north. Then for insect waste, woolly apple aphids, sands on scale, and mites. Count and record the number of the both nymph and adult on the 5 randomly selected leaf per plant. Then for diseases, sampling, root sampling. Always check plants there appear unhealthy. If there are not obviously symptoms on the plant, examine plant randomly and look the lesion or rots on roots and stems. Then leaf sampling, examine all of leaves and or cell of the each plant of the lesions. Leaf disease caused by most damage during the seedling and flowering stage of the plant growth. They observe of the symptoms and the sign of the infested plant parts and determine the prevent area of leaf cell infection by counting the number of leaf area diameter. And plant is infected due to diseases and incidents should be recorded. Then stem, flower and fruit sampling for weeds. Then group first wild oat, wild buckwheat, lamb quarters, red oat, pigweed, hempnut, smart weed, rap, wild mustard, Russian tillers. Then this is a light, medium, and heavy. Light is a 1 to 10 plant per meter square. Medium is a 10 to 13 plants per meter square, and heavy is 30 or over plant meter square. Then light trap, use of light trap, set as light trap at the rate 1 trap per acre at the height of the mid canopy for monitoring and mass trapping insects. Light trap with the exit option of the natural enemies for the small size should be installed and operate around the dusk time. Yellow and blue water pen and sticky traps and nematode extraction. Then this is a plan and assessment preventive strategy, IP modules, and decision making, crop monitoring attacked by the insect pest and disease. Thank you.